everyone. Welcome to Manifesting Monday. It feels like it's been so long since the last time we were together on here. And I'm just grateful for those of you that will be joining me tonight. I will be pulling cards and bringing through some messages of healing and hope. And I hope that it resonates with all of you and your journey and where you're at currently. I had the opportunity over the weekend to do a gallery reading, which was amazing, and meet some wonderful people, and it was fun. So I always enjoy those, and hopefully tonight those of you that will be joining us will understand and get some messages of hope and enlightenment. And there's just a couple things I want to share about the weekend and just some messages that came through that I think will help everyone on their journey. I'm having some issues with my streaming camera at the moment, so I've got to just rely on the old computer one. So hopefully everyone is able to see me, not have a bunch of challenges with their computers or anything like that. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good evening. All right. So one of the really cool things, or one of the things I wanted to talk about is kind of religion. And I know religion is a big topic for a lot of people. I always say to people, I'm not religious. However, I'm extremely spiritual. I do believe in God, and I do believe in, the Holy Spirit and Holy Ghost. So I do believe in all that. There's a lot of traditions, I think, over many lifetimes that we pick up that resonate with us. And it's not always very simple. I had the honor and privilege, I can't talk tonight, but I've had the honor and privilege over the weekend to meet with a lady who is a devout Catholic, and the child that she lost did have a hand in their passing, or took their own life, I guess is a better way to put that, or an easier way to put that for the story, right? And this mother was just so grief-stricken, rightfully so, that due to her beliefs that, they wouldn't be in heaven, or that God would condemn them for their choices and their actions. And very clearly, her daughter that came through let me know that that wasn't the case. And I know that because I've met with a lot of people who've had near-death experiences, who have come back after being on that side of the veil. And they've all shared the same thing, is that God stood there and held them in compassion and enlightenment and in love, and that they were still welcomed into the kingdom of heaven, So I think that based on whatever your religious beliefs are, it's really to understand or be enlightened or awakened to the point of knowing that there is more out there. And like I explained to this sweet lady, that there's over 4,000 Bibles, there's multiple religions around the world, and some cultures believe that it's an honor to do and commit, a suicide, basically in the name of God. So it would be really odd, right, if you thought that God would condemn you for that, when these other cultures and these other religions believe that it's an honor to do that. So with that being said, I think it finally gave her an opportunity to start to heal after all these years of having that, that pain and discomfort, wondering if her daughter was at peace, which she definitely is, but wanted to know if she got to go to heaven and meet God. And I said, well, of course. There's a lot of compassion there, So I just thought it was really cool, and I thought I would share that. So for those of you who have lost somebody in your life, or that had a hand in their own passing, or takes responsibility for it from the other side, please know that if you are Catholic, that they are in heaven. They do get to come and visit us often, and they come back and forth on a regular basis. This lady was sharing with me, and I kind of picked up on this as well with her, is that her the child is starting to make noise around the house, and I said, are you bothered by this at all? She says, no, but cupboards are opening and closing, and lights are flickering on and off now. And I said, well, that's because you get to decide, and you get to connect with her. So I talked to her and taught her how to do automatic writing, so that she would learn how to communicate with her daughter through writing and being out in nature. So it was beautiful friendship that her and I now have. But it was just beautiful to be able to give her some peace of mind after 10 years of worrying and stressing over the situation. So for any of you that needed to have that story tonight, I hope it's a help and a comfort to you as well on your journey of learning what this is that we call life. Another thing, good evening, everyone. May you please have a card tonight? Absolutely, we will get to cards in a little bit. Hello, everyone. But yeah, so when it comes to a lot of the things that are going on right now on our planet, in society, around the globe, there's just so many different things, and we're all being asked and stretched beyond our comprehension and stretched beyond our comfort zones at this point because there is a big awakening coming. A lot of us we're all born psychic. It's a belief of mine, deeply rooted since the earliest of ages, and no matter what culture, what belief system you have, we're all intuitive. Every single one is. It's like learning to ride a bike or learning to swim. The more you do it, the more you trust it, the better you get at it, right? But there is some subtle ways of telling, because I know a lot of people ask me if they're going crazy. No, you're not. Now, I'm not saying there isn't mental illness in the world, because there is, but no, not necessarily at this point in time. All right. And then tonight, I do want to pull cards. So one of the decks that my guys are just having me open is Angel Answers. And this is by, let's see, Mr. Valentine, Rudolph Valentine. So I think that's what his name was. I better put my glasses on so I can read it. All right. Hi, Michelle. Hello, everyone. We don't have a really big group tonight, which is totally fine. But I do want to talk about a couple more things as we're pulling cards and seeing what messages come through. I will pull out my manifesting cards because they're asking me to do that as well. So I will be doing that. And then also to talk about a couple of key points for manifesting, as I know that is why we're here, is to manifest good things in our lives. So with that being said, is what we say, right, trickles out. What we say matters. How we say things really does matter as to what we bring into our current and present situation in life. Everything that's happened a minute ago and beyond in the past, right? It's only us that brings it into the future. So anytime we want to change a situation or grow or evolve and have certain things accomplished in our lives, we really have to leave the past in the past. We can't go back now and change what happened 5 minutes ago. We just can't. We can't undo what has been done, right? Except by day-to-day positive moving forward, right? With positive change. So I can do whatever I want tomorrow or in my future, even 5 minutes. It's my decision. I can either have a good day or a bad day. Again, my decision. I could be tired or full of energy. My decision. I think most of you are following me on this one. So it really is up to us to decide what it is we want in our future. How do we change from the present right now into that future in a positive light? Well, it's simple. Change your mind. Change the way you view things. I know every single one of us has had a bad day, right? And some of us more than others. I will say myself included. And it's kind of like if you ever go to Walmart or Target or one of those stores or even a grocery store and you're standing in line and you just kind of stand back and you watch the crowd, right? You watch all the people, and it actually gets pretty enlightening and pretty funny if you watch some of the behaviors of people. And it's kind of fun because every once in a while when I start to feel that anxiety as an empath and people's energy, right? But I have to step back and remind myself it's not me, number one, and just kind of watch and observe people. And you'll really see, and you'll kind of laugh because then you're like, okay, that person throwing a hissy fit over there, or a fit, how ridiculous it looks, right? And now I'm not going to say that they don't have good reason to, because I don't know what happened in their day or their world, but it does help me stay in check with my attitude, with my perception of the world and how I want to represent in it, right? So if I'm having a fit, oh God, then we really have a problem. But most of the time I'm triggered by other people's reactions as an empath, as a psychic. I just out of nowhere, I will pick up these just weird thoughts and, feelings and emotions, and they're not even mine. But sometimes it takes me a minute to realize that they're not mine, right? All right, let's see. Hello. Hi, Shelly. All right, so let's see. I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel deck tonight, Angel Answers, and see what we get as a group. And then I'm not sure if anyone's getting a manifesting card yet or not. They really haven't told me. So, all right, we'll go from here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go with Shelly first. Hi, Shelly. I hope you're doing well. The card I have for you, Shelly, is the situation will improve. So the situation will improve. Kind of goes along with, having the decision today versus tomorrow and how we want to change, because every day is a new opportunity for greatness in your life, right? But I will send this to you, Shelly, to make myself a little list here so I don't get lost on who gets what tonight. I feel like someone has questions. So if you have a question for me, please put it in the comments so I can read it and see what is going on. And if it's, have I met the man I'm going to love, just so you guys know, that's not the question I'm talking about. I'm talking about a true desire of something that you're struggling with, that you have a question about, or how I can help you. Or if it's something that you need to manifest and you're not quite sure how to rewrite that topic for yourself to be able to make it move forward, okay? Situation. Let's write this down so I know which card is yours. Okay. Next, hi Candy, how are you? Good. All right, let's see what you've got for cards. Ooh, opportunity. Candy Croston. This is your opportunity. All right, let me see what this question is really quickly. I need to tell you I had a dream last night. The weirdest one ever. It was just a bunch of different bright colors. Running lights that were very bright like a computer. Okay, board. Since then I never had such a dream. Do you know what that is? What this could mean. Okay, so this is for Jen. Hi, Jen. So yeah, when we have a multitude of colors, it's actually the kind of like your aura, your chakras, right? So your auras. So when you're going through different timelines, is what I'm hearing. Sorry, I'm just going to channel this one through. Give me a second. Okay, so you've got your multitude of your chakra system going, right? And then I'm also hearing that there's light codes coming in for you. So it's almost like you're getting and receiving information. So depending on the color that is coming through at that time, that's associated with a particular chakra, is what I'm hearing. So if you have any kinds of things, we'll just call it this way. I don't want to use the word traumas, but if you've got some traumas going on, and they don't even have to be conscious, they're like subconscious traumas that you're holding on to, and these colors are a representation of them being cleared out and realigning those chakras that associate with those colors. Okay, so most of the time I'm going to say they're light codes, but they are effectively going after the chakra for which it is. So let's say the color red, for example, is your root chakra. If your root chakra, which is being grounded, isn't properly working, these light codes, your guides from the other side and or higher consciousness, are trying to realign your system. So medically, I feel like you've got some stuff going on too, and it's just your body's way of energetically being put back in alignment with your higher self, if that makes sense. I think that's really cool that you would have that kind of dream, but it does help you. Let me see. Yeah, that's actually awesome. I love that. Nowadays, it's kind of like if I close my eyes, I go into this black void abyss, and there's like nothing going on. No sound. It's peaceful, right? It's not scary, but it's just, I can feel that I'm in a completely different time and space than the rest of the world. So hopefully you'll get some of that going on as well. All right, let's see. Trying to stay calm. Okay, well, this is an opportunity, Candy, for you for trying to stay calm. I am picking up a little bit of that. So it's an opportunity. So I will definitely send you the message, and then we can talk about that later as far as what that opportunity is. But again, staying calm is a choice, okay? If we step back a little bit from a situation, we can then go, okay, let's look at it from all sides. And yeah, staying calm would be the first step, is taking the opportunity to step back, look at the situation, and then decide on your meter, right? And I always like to look at it as a dial. Turning it down takes the vibration of the situation down a notch or two so that it's palatable, right? Manageable. And then increase it slightly back to the normal state. Because it's always, not being calm doesn't help, right? It only hurts you. It causes more of our monkey brain, myself included, by the way, for us to go down the rabbit hole or up, right? And really causes more anxiety. So definitely stay calm and just count to 10 as well. I'm hearing, and count to 10. That should help as well with staying calm. Because someone has to keep a cool head. All right, let's see. Hi, Amy. Yes, you may have a card. Yes, and staying calm during those life-changing decisions, Candy, will make it better. Everything's going to work out fine. When we start to panic, we invite in disasters. When we start to panic and we're not calm, we bring in more of that unsettling, uncalm feeling. So let's turn it around, turn the vibration of the calm down, right? So that you stay calm, right? Calm can go up. The, what's the word I'm looking for? The anxieties or other things in making decisions, let's turn that frequency down and the calm frequency up. And let's level out that playing field, because again, the more you panic about a situation or a decision you have to make, all you're doing is bringing more of that negative or that same vibrational energy in that you don't want. It doesn't help you make a decision. Okay. All right. Let's see. You're very welcome, Shelley. Let's see. I felt that too, even when I freeze, and I was very peaceful. I was feeling happy, so it was great. Thank you. I hope you need to understand that. Oh, you're very welcome for that. Absolutely. And that was for Jen. Okay. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Good evening. Yes, you may have a card. I'll be getting back to those in just a second. Wonderful. So Shelley was saying she sees the violet, purple, swirling, and purple. And that's really, Shelley, the higher consciousness. That is our crown chakra, where a lot of spiritual stuff comes in. That means that our crown is wide open, and we're just straight channeling from the divine when we see those purples and lavenders. Purple is the crown chakra, and the lavender is actually above that. That's like the ninth chakra, I think is what they call that. And then you have the white on top of that. It is such a beautiful, peaceful feeling to be surrounded in that purple and lavender light. I feel it often, and I'm always humbled and so grateful for that feeling. So thank you for sharing that. All right, let's see and go back to some cards here. I'm going to go back up. Okay. So hi, Mary. How are you? So glad you're here tonight. All right, Robin, I'm going to pull a card for you really quickly. Let's see. So Robin, I have no need to worry. No need to worry. So Robin, no need to worry. I understand what the worry is because I'm hearing it. I won't discuss it in the group. I will just say that. But it's okay. Everything is coming to a final decision, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So don't panic. Everything will be completely fine, okay? And I know that it feels unsettling, and the more we focus on not knowing and wanting a certain outcome, and we're afraid it's not going to be the outcome we want, then it won't be. So please stick to your positivity. This is for Robin. Stick to the positive outcome, right? Everything is in divine order. Everything works out. That's best for me and my journey moving forward, or something better, okay? Just keep remembering those positive thoughts. Okay, Robin? Perfect. All right, next, let's see. Hi, Christina Crawford. How are you? All right, let's see what I got for you, Christina. I got to make sure which one this is. Got to write little notes for myself, or I will not remember where I'm at. Okay. So this is for Christina. Ooh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Christina Crawford. Perfect timing. And I apologize for the glare. There we go. We got the glare off of there. Perfect timing. This ought to be good. So Christina. Okay, perfect time. Wonderful. All right. Next, we're going to go to Mary. Hi, Mary. Yes. And Mary, I've been thinking about you. We need to get together soon. I have an upcoming event for those of you in Oregon. I will be at the Quantum Light Annex this Saturday night from 6 to 8 doing a gallery reading. Tickets are only $35, so people can go in person and just take fun and have a night out and do something exciting, right? I think it's always fun. It's a very historical place, so I absolutely love it there. You never know what spirits are going to come through, so I'm excited about that. All right, so Mary, what do I have for you? And again, reach out to me, please. Success. Very nice. So Mary Rebar, success is the card I have for you. There we go. So I will send you that message here in just a little bit as well. So success, and that's from Mary Rebar. I'm looking forward to hearing about that story. All right, who's next? Michelle. Hi, Michelle. I saw that you're signed up for our Psychic Development Workshop. I'm excited for that. That's going to be exciting. And that starts on Wednesday the 28th and goes for 6 weeks. All right, Michelle, what I have for you is not the right time. I like that. Not the right time. Curious on what that will be. That's from Michelle. I know it's not about your class. I'm hearing that in my head. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's too funny. All right, and Shelly, I can't remember now. Shelly saw I haven't got you a card yet. Okay. Shelly. All right, so Shelly, the card I have for you. Deep breath on that one. Why am I holding my breath for that, Shelly? All right, let's see. Shelly. All right. Oh, ask your angels. Ask your angels. And I love that photo. It's such a great photo. And I hope you guys can all see me well. Because like I said, I'm not using my streaming camera. It's over here. And so I've got all this going on over here. No clue. Some of my other stuff. I recently redid my office and my workspace. So I've got all my fun stuff. And I'm still missing a few things that I absolutely love. All right, let's see here. Let's see, Candy, Amy. Oh, Amy, we got to get you. Amy, that reminds me. I think I got a second friend request from you. So I'm wondering if someone hacked your account. So Amy Lopez, if you sent it, great. Let me know. If not, you might want to reset your password. Just so you know on Facebook. Okay. So Amy, what I have for you, this is for Amy Lopez, it is take action. Take action. That's a pretty card. On some of those friend requests that I get, and I know every one of you gals on here tonight get those friend requests by those single men, little, widowers type of thing. And I have to laugh because I always enjoy looking at the profile picture or seeing what pictures are on there. Because most of them don't match. They're just random photos of people that look similar, and they try to pass themselves off as that person. So I do get a kick out of that, and I just have to laugh. But I did let one that I was kind of skeptical, but the pictures matched the location they claimed to live. And I thought, okay, this might be a legit person because I meet a lot of people in my readings and at different events that I do. So I just figured maybe that's where this guy came from, right? And it didn't say he was a widower. It just said single, which is different. Most of them say widower. And I had to laugh. So the person claimed that they were in Bend, Oregon. So for those of you that live in the Pacific Northwest, especially in the Portland I-5 corridor in Bend, we all know where Bend is and where Woodburn is. So I said to the person, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Because they reached right out, which was another indicator that they were a scam artist, right? So I went ahead and just said, well, how far is it from Woodburn to Bend? Just being nonchalant. And the response was 20 minutes. And asked if I was born there. But for most of you are probably laughing right now about this one because it's probably a 3 to 3.5 hour drive from Woodburn, maybe 4 hours, to Bend, not 20 minutes. So I thought that was pretty funny. So unfriend, block, and report. So when you have some of those people, I don't know why they're having me share this with you guys, but if you have some of those people friending you, play along and see what happens. And then just block them, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun. All right, let's see. Hi, Lynn. You would love a card. Absolutely. Let's see. All right. So, Lynn, what I have for you is a year from now. And this is for Lynn Sickle. This is a year from now. And I will definitely send you that. If I don't type it up or write it out, I won't remember. Okay. All right, let's see here. Well, that's right, Candy. Sometimes we don't need to make a decision right away, and it's really about just sitting back and, And you're very welcome, Robin, about your comment. Absolutely. Where? We'll talk about that, Candy. Any messages for Sherry Hilgers? I'll see if one comes through, Sherry. I'm not hearing anything yet. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Oh, Sarah, I want to hold my breath. You're very welcome, Mary. Absolutely. I think that's a great card, too, on success. Hi, Kim. How are you? I would love to read for you. Absolutely. We should definitely schedule something soon. That's for Kim McKay. All right, let's see here. Sarah Olin, I want to go ahead and pull a card for you and then just kind of tap in and see what I get for you as well. But I will say your mom is coming through. I did see that your son had a birthday. That's probably why your mom is coming through. Let's see if there's a specific message though. Oh, just showering your baby boy with lots of love. That's what your mom is bringing through for me right now. And I feel like she's like kissing my ear. It sounds really weird, but that pressure of the mwah, type of kiss. It's like, okay, but she's pressing on my ear. So, and it's like, what is this? Hang on. I feel like my ear is plugged. If someone has an ear infection, this ear is just interested, and this is for Sarah Olin. So my ear all of a sudden feels kind of like it's plugged, like I got a lot of water in my ear, something going on, like an ear infection or something. Tubes maybe going in the ear, something like that. That's what I'm picking up on. So I'm not sure if your son has an ear infection or has had one, or if you guys are contemplating tubes in the ear, but I just feel all of a sudden like there's something going in my ear. So if so, mom is aware, okay, and lots of love and energy, but she's also giving me a big kiss, like, mwah, big old kiss. So that's for Sarah and your little man. Okay, so Sarah, let's see what card I have for you. Recovery. Ooh, recovery. And this is for Sarah. I will send you that, Sarah. Okay, let's see. Who else? Kim, I'm going to pull a card for you, Kim. I'll put the last name or I will forget which one I'm going with. All right. No. Kim McKay, the answer is no. Also, Kim, I believe this is from your dad. So it's a no. Whatever the question was, it's a no. Okay? I'll send it to you as well, and hopefully that will give you some more understanding as well. All right, let's see. I'm dealing with deleting my question. I guess I do not need to write it. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Probably not, Michelle. I love when they do that ahead of time. Was not me. I didn't think it was, Amy, because I know sometimes when we get those friend requests, if I see a duplicate, but yes, I've been super busy lately. I spent half of my afternoon in the emergency department today with a client of mine. I found this sweet, sweet elderly woman a place to live several months ago. And she's just stolen my heart. I love her. I've adopted her as like a second grandma or big sister, and she's just precious. And my neighbor is friends with her as well. I've known her for years. And I had to have some tough conversations today, And well, I don't know why she's popping in, but like I said, spent several hours there today. And I noticed just how frail, and I don't know who's supposed to hear this, so I'm just going to bring it through for you guys. But we spent several hours, and the emergency room was packed, y'all. I gotta tell you, there's probably 100 people waiting in. They had so many people, I've never seen this, on the gurneys, like coming in from the ambulance, on beds, in the hallways, all throughout the hospital. In the section that we were in, 1 through 16, there was probably 8 people on beds outside of each of those rooms, and each of the rooms had people in them. And I hadn't seen the doctors in the 2.5, 3 hours that I was there. And I just told her, we had a conversation about hospice, because I could see the decline. She's half the size she was 6 months ago. So I'm putting stuff in place for her, and going to reach out to her power of attorney and share what steps I think need to go for this sweet, sweet lady who I adore. So let's see. Okay. So yeah. So if you have people in your life that you're really not sure of what their next steps are, I do want me to talk about hospice. So I'm not sure how many of you are needing this information or may come across this conversation with somebody else. I will say that. Hospice is not end of life necessarily. It is support. And it's covered through most health insurances for our aging and or non-aging family or friends, right? But it is covered through Medicare. They do cover lots of other medications and a lot of things that you don't have to pay for any longer out of pocket. And people do graduate off hospice. It doesn't mean that it's a death sentence. And so I had to have that tough conversation with this sweet, sweet lady. She has no family, just a few friends, very few friends. And I want her to be comfortable. And she's a registered nurse. She's a retired nurse. So she looks at hospice as end of life, as she's dying, which she's not, yet. I do think she will be leaving us in a few months, but I want her to be as comfortable as possible on that transition out. And I'm honored that I got to sit and just hold space for her today and have a fun conversation with lots of giggling, even though there was a ton of people around. But it helped her and kept her calm. So there's that. All right, let's see. Amy, not for me. Okay, card please. Yes, Amy, most of them in the military. Yes, and this goes back to our conversation earlier about those scam men that come through. Yes, most of them claim that they're in the military. Absolutely. Doctors Without Borders and all kinds of fun stuff. But please, ladies, if you're dating or you're considering jumping in that dating pool or you're friending people online, please, with a grain of salt, don't ever give them money. Don't tell them where you live, and don't provide them with any detailed information that could potentially affect you negatively, okay? So just please keep that in mind. That's kind of our PSA for the day. All right, let's see. They must fly. Okay, card please. Hi, Jennifer. Absolutely. I put you down, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tina. Hi, Grandma. Tell everyone hi for me. All right, let's see here. Jennifer, the card I have for you, sweetie, is helpful people. Oh, helpful people. I think that what you do to help people is amazing. You and your mom are awesome rock stars. So this is a great card for you. Because I know that you give selflessly every day, young lady. And I'm proud of you. Good job. All right, let's see here. You're welcome. That's for Amy Lopez. So Sarah Olin, as soon as I tap back in your energy again, now it's both ears. So not sure if someone has an ear infection or is going to be having one soon or needing tubes in. But just pay attention to the signs, please, because I'm picking those up again on both sides. All right, let's see. Ooh, thank you. You're welcome, Kim. Hi, Selena. How are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a long time. Absolutely. I'm going to get you a card. If you believe, ooh, this is for Selena. If you believe, I need my believe sign. Instead of relax, I think I need believe over here. I love that. If you believe, Selena. So let's see, Selena, if I have anything for you. Are you dating anyone, Selena? You can answer that in a private message, by the way. Because if not, I have a feeling you have someone coming in soon for you, if you haven't already met him. That's exciting. So yeah, I want the good gossip details in a private message, please. All right, let's see here. Interesting. Yes, card, please. Okay, let's see who I'm doing. Oh, well, thank you. I love this lady. I gotta tell you guys, she is the best. She's super cute. She really is. And I really am frustrated, though, because a lot of our aging families, myself, my mom included, I'll share where we're at in her journey as well. But this sweet lady was in an accident several years ago, and a pretty bad one to her back. She's got several broken areas of her spine, and she's just in a lot of pain. So I think that hospice will provide her more support as far as medications, a little stronger medications if she needs it. But she's definitely declining. I mean, her shoulder blade area, she was very tiny this way and probably this wide only in her shoulders. That's it. Maybe 3 to 4 inches wide, and that's it. Where me and you guys, are much thicker in that area, right? But she's pretty thin. And so based on my years of senior living and watching people pass away over the last 15 years and ailments and the ups and downs and the pivots health-wise, it's, someone like this that's aging gracefully or not. It's a little bit clearer, I think, on just how much time we really do have. And I want to make the last of her time as pleasant and fun as I can. If I can make her laugh, that's a wonderful thing. So, let's see. Oh, Yes, Kim. And it's funny because a lot of people will tell me, I'm gonna respond to Kim's message really quick for those of you who haven't read it. Um, she can't believe that hers said no, and she's laughing about this, right? Because you don't feel like you really have a question right now, right? So this is the story of your life. I don't have a question right now, but I'm going to pay attention to this. Okay. So again, with the question no, here's the example I'm going to give you, and this is for Kim and everyone. Sometimes we have something so subconsciously that we don't realize that it's really a question, or we're making a decision of some type, and the answer is no. And when that time hits you, and it will, Kim, I trust you, I trust this, right? It will. And then you'll be like, oh, crap, I know exactly what that card means. Excuse my language, by the way. It kind of reminds me of a reading I did on Saturday as well, because I did a whole bunch of people on Saturday. I got to read at a Native American tribe, and I was very humbled and honored to do so, knowing what the indigenous people's belief system is. So it was great. But the lady sits down, this one lady sits down, and I instantly start smelling cigarettes. And I looked at her, I said, you don't smoke, right? She says, no, but I was at this place earlier and there were cigarettes. I go, no, that's not it. And I said, and I go, I know it's not a Marlboro Red, and I know it's not a menthol, but it feels like it's a Camel cigarette. I'm smelling a Camel cigarette because each cigarette, I'm a recovering smoker. It's been 30 years, but I've smoked a lot of different brands. My favorite was Marlboro, so I can always smell a Marlboro Red versus a 1000 or a Lights 100, right? And the Marlboro brand. And I was also a Newport menthol smoker as well. So I know the difference, and we would sometimes, because we were young, steal our mom's cigarettes. My mom didn't smoke, so my friends would take their mom's cigarettes. And one of my friends' mom smoked Camels, and it has a distinctive scent. So as I'm sitting there and I'm asking this lady, I said, who smokes Camels? Who's known for smoking Camel cigarettes? And she says, nobody. One mother-in-law was Marlboro Red, which we talked about, and the other one was a menthol, like, again, we talked about. So I said, okay, and she just could not remember who smoked a Camel. So yesterday afternoon, I get an email from this woman, and I had to laugh because she says, oh, by the way, my mom smoked Camel cigarettes before she switched to menthols later in life. And I had to laugh, and I said, okay. So again, sometimes that question or answer doesn't hit us right away. And I have a feeling you're going to realize it a day later and go, that's what it is, right? All right, let's see. Let's see who else. I have a client who is transitioning. If she hasn't already, her name is Sue. Do you get anything? So, Michelle, usually when it comes to people passing, we don't really get the exact date and time because it's kind of sealed in their birth plan and their fingerprints. But one thing I can tell you is that there are definitely signs when someone is getting close to transitioning based on what's going on medically with them, right? And some people, just check out. And those are the ones that go out like that. We don't really have a timeline because it just happens, Some people do have dreams of it ahead of time. But when it comes to health, it depends. My mom, for most of you that know this, is terminally ill with cancer. Just recently, a week ago, on Monday, I think I shared that how aggressive this cancer is. And I know that she refuses to do any types of care. And she just absolutely refuses. So they put her on antibiotics, even though she has no infection anywhere in her body, but she thinks she does, right? So the hospital put her on antibiotics as a precautionary. Then a few days later, she went in to get, tested, and they said there is no infection anywhere. It is the cancer. And my mom still says, I don't care. They said, we want to remove it and do radiation. She said, absolutely not. So I know for my mom's sake, probably 6 to 8 months is going to be the timeline that I see happening, if not sooner. However, I know that I have some people transitioning out in October. But which one of my family members it is so far, I don't know. They're just not telling me. So when it comes to someone that's transitioning, if they're actively passing, it typically happens about 3 days at the most. But there is some people that will hold on longer if they feel that they can't quite leave. So sometimes when we're sitting with them and holding space for our loved ones that are ready to cross, have a telepathic conversation with their higher self and their angels, letting them know that everything will be fine and that they're safe and that someone is there to greet them. and that helps them pass smoothly. Let's see here. Hi, Mary. And this is from Mary Ray. Well, better late than never, right? Better late than never. Okay, let's see. What do I have for you? And this is from Mary Hicks. Switch over another piece of paper. It should have been weeks ago? Not necessarily. I've seen people, and this goes back to people transitioning to spirit. Michelle, I've actually seen people over the years, not only did they come back close to death, but they literally rallied and came back and ended up living 6 to 7 months later and then going. So it's really hard to say. If it should have been weeks ago, and it's not, that's because it's not their time, right? But I've literally had a lady that I went into her room on her deathbed. Finally, all the family left. 9 days on nothing but morphine. Nothing but morphine. No food, no nothing. And we were all shocked that she was still with us on the 9th day. And they left to go get lunch. The family was there was a huge family there. I quickly ran in there to say goodbye to her and told her it was okay and safe to go. And I ran some energy on her and just kind of helped push some of that anxiety. She stops breathing literally, y'all, like, and I'm like, not now, wait till I leave, give me at least 5 minutes before you check out. And sure enough, 5 minutes later, she was gone. And I think she was just waiting for me to come and say goodbye. Even though I didn't know her, because when I met her, she was in her advanced dementia. And then a couple days before she was dying, sure enough, she snapped out of it, was completely lucid, had a conversation with me, and that was it. And then it started to plummet. So, hard to say. According to the doctors, yeah. According to the doctors, well, the doctors aren't God, so we have to take what they say serious, but also when it doesn't happen right away with a grain of salt. So I do hope that she has a peaceful passing, though, and I'm sure she will. And that's the other thing. A lot of people, when someone is actively passing, it does look like it's a lot of work, number one, to leave, right? But a lot of people think that we're suffering and that we're really, because that's what we see, and our minds filter it the way it filters it. But the soul is never harmed or injured, and the soul never dies. Regardless of what we're watching happen, it's just a way of the soul releasing the physical body, right? But even if they seem like they're in pain, once they step out, they're like, piece of cake. I hear it all the time, truly. So please know that. All right. Yes, Jennifer, Tina can have a card too. Give me just a second. All right, let's see. So, Tina, and this is, let's see who I'm missing. Let's see. Oh, Mary. Array. Okay. This one? Okay. Communicate clearly. And this is going to be for Mary. Mary, communicate clearly. And I just shuffled everybody's cards back into my pile, so I don't have to search for them. Okay, so this is communicate clearly. There you go. And then Tina. Hi, Tina. Tina. Very bottom one, they said. It's pulled from the bottom. Okay. No need to worry. And this is for Tina. No need to worry. Okay. No need to worry. Okay. Does anybody else have a question that I could try to answer? And again, no love life questions, please. Maybe it's something, on the lines of, like the lady with the dream, this is what happened. Okay, let's see. This is what happens. I love it. Okay. Oh, so your dad would say no. That's hilarious. That's for Kim McKay. I read her message. I apologize. Okay, you guys. All right. Well, I will definitely get these cards to all of you and see if there's a question that may have just come in. But I'll go ahead and send all these cards to you folks. I'll probably get them to you tonight or tomorrow. So just know that you will have them shortly. Once I leave my office, I tend to have a better and easier time sending them through social media once I'm back in the main house. So please keep that in mind. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your week. Remember, let's make some positive changes. Think of positive things. and just keep going, because tomorrow's a new day and you have every opportunity to put forth and say, you know what, this is a new day. I'm going to accomplish and acquire this. All right, you guys, have a good night, and I'll talk with you all soon.